Well, hello everyone. I was having some problems with some water ingress in the car, and I was finding that all these side pillars here might look a little bit worse for wear at the moment, because I've been trying to take it apart to establish what was going wrong. But all these pillars in here, both top right and top left, were getting saturated with water, and it was leaking into the car, making a bit of a mess. It was all coming in here through the sunroof, right down this corner here. You probably can't see it, but right in this corner down here there's a hole, and it has a drain pipe that goes all the way down the door pillar to drain out, and there's one on the right hand side as well. I don't know why I'm showing you this, you won't be able to see it, but all this basically gets filled up with water in this cavity here, and then eventually it overspills, comes underneath this thing underneath here, and then drips into your lining. Now, the reason that this happens is that this little chap is blocked. Now, this is the filter pipe, well, this is the drainage pipe which runs from your sunroof all the way down here, through underneath your behind your glove box, and into here, and then further behind there's a little black elbow joint which then goes into the bodywork, and then the water then drains in the wheel arch, or just under the wheel arch in your car. The problem is the end of this pipe up in there gets sludged and blocked up, and all you need to do is take a small drill bit, work your way in there, twisting it slowly, and then all the water that's been stored up on the sludge that's been stored up in that pipe just suddenly comes out. So make sure that you've got a little bucket here to catch all the water. Now, the job itself isn't difficult at all, like I've just explained. You just need a drill bit, but it's getting access to it because it's behind all this sort of fire come, I suppose, soundproofing behind the glove box. So you're going to need to first of all get the glove box out, which I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And it's exactly the same on the right hand side, and exactly the same location and configuration, so I'll show you how to get access to that as well. So your glove box, I'm sorry, this really isn't a fantastic quality video, but your glove box essentially sits in like this. When you open the glove box, you need to take the screws out, top right, top left. You need to take the lock and mechanism screws out, and don't get too frustrated with it, because it won't come out until you've taken two bolts out, one to the left and one to the right. Once you've taken those bolts out, and the other screw there on the left and to the right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws in total, plus 2 bolts. Once you take those out, you'll need to take the connectors off the top, which is that connector there, and then the connector off to the right, which is that connector there, and then the connector off to the left, which is that chap down there with the black and red one. Once you do, you're then left with this sort of open cavity here. Now, on the left hand side is this large connector block here, attached to a plastic fixing. You have to pull that away, and it's quite a tug, but you need to do it, otherwise you won't get access to this tube. Once you do that, give it a firm pull, it will come off. It'll come off together, sorry, it'll come off together, the whole thing. Once you do that, you're able to move that away, and then you're able to get access to this. What you're going to need to do then is you're going to need to cut just to the just behind it. Basically, you're going to need to cut, with a Stanley knife, and then just tear it slowly with your fingers to reveal this pipe. It goes into like a 90-degree elbow. Just literally pull it out and it'll come clear, and then, as I say, once you've got it clear, have a little bucket with you, a little tub, put a little a drill bit in there, just a small one, 5mm or something, and rotate it slowly, and the water will just pour out, and that'll be you done. So that's on the left hand side. On the right hand side, I'll just show you. On the right hand side, you need to take this off. Okay, I can't show you up behind there, but I've done it already. Oh, I can't take it apart. But suffice to say, you take away these connectors underneath here. Once you've done that, and you pull this all the way out, that's all the way out. I'm sorry, don't know why this is causing me any grief, but you pull this all the way out, you undo these screws in here. There's, oh sorry, there's 4 more screws, two there, so one there and one inside there. Once you pull that out, you'll get, I'll take this off here. Exactly the same scenario. You see on the right hand side that wiring loom comes down. It's actually connected via a little like bullet connector which attaches itself into the framework of the car, to the bodywork. Just literally pull it free, and then there's a couple of small square holes to the left. Just literally pull all that apart, take some of that lining out again, and you'll reveal the drainage pipe in exactly the same configuration as the one to the left. Pull it out, small drill bit, work it in there, and the water will just flood out, and then reconnect it, and that's it. The water now is completely drained from my sunroof. No more water ingress. Job done. I'm sorry I wasn't able to take all this off for you, but it really is easy. As I say, the connectors at the top, connectors underneath, and then once you take it apart, you'll have that OEB connector in there, which just literally pulls out from the back with a little clip, and that'll give you full access. I say full access, it is a little bit tricky with 2 hands, but it's more than manageable for most. But I'm quite a big chap with big hands, and I managed to get in there no problem. So that's it basically. I hope that helps, and that it solves any water ingress blockage problems you have with your Mondeo.